this is something inhumane, right? All right, let's show you something about that. Get it? Deuteronomy, let's go.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Again, verse 46.
Verse 46. And
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So the curses I'm going to bring unto you, they're a sign to show us that we are the Israelites, okay? Read on.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Do you know what it means by when it says seed? It will be upon your seed forever. The curses I can bring unto you, they'll be upon the Bahamian seed, the Haitian seed, the Jamaican seed forever. What does that mean? Huh? No. It means that it will be upon their children forever. As long as they keep procreating on the earth, no matter where they go, they would face curses. And they are what? They are a sign to show us that we are who? We are Israelites. Which I like you, bro. Deuteronomy 28, let's start 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thy serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So one curse is that the Most High God would send enemies against the Israelites, and they would have to serve them, right? What do you think service goes into? When you think of the word, we would serve our enemies. How do you think we would serve them? Who we have to go to them for? You don't really know, right? You aren't quite sure, right? Let's read on.
In hunger.
One of the ways we would serve the other nations is in hunger. I want you to look around, right? You see Marcos, you see KFC, you see Wendy's, you see Domino's. What nation of people own these things? Are they black people? They white people? They Chinese? Who they are? Huh? No, listen. Who owns Marco's Pizza? The white man. Who owns KFC? Who owns Wendy's? And the Bible just said we would serve or go to our enemies for food. Don't we do that today? It's because we have to go to Wendy's. We have to go to KFC. We have to go to Marco's. Why don't you see white people going in there buying food? Chinese people going in there buying food. Why is it only us? Let's go.
And in thirst.
Now, your favorite drink. I like Reuben. What kind of soda you like? You like orange soda. Who manufactures orange soda?
You know.
The white man. So the Bible is true, right? The Israelites have to go to their enemies for every single thing. And which is who today? Us. Read on.
And in nakedness.
All the clothes on your back. They say made in China, made in America. It's not made by us. So the Bible is true again. The Israelites, the Bahamians, the Haitians, and Jamaicans would serve their enemies for everything. Now, I can make sure I ask this question before we get too far. Why are we suffering these curses? Make sure I keep that fresh in your mind. Why are we suffering these curses? We read it earlier. Why? We are being true to God. Read that part again. Deuteronomy 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the curses came upon us because we didn't do what? You read it? We didn't listen.
That's right.
Keep the commandments, the laws. Now, I'm going to show you something about the laws of God. When you don't keep the commandments, you're in the midst of something. Do you know what sin is according to the Bible? What is sin?
Sin is when you break the commandments.
All right. That's right. Let's read that for you.
The book of John, chapter 3 and verse 4.
Read out.
Whosoever committed sin, transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So the Israelites, right, they went into slavery. They had to serve their enemies for food, for water, for shelter. They had to go to them for everything because they did what? They sinned. They did not keep the commandments, right? So who are we today? What is your nationality?
What club was that at?
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again. 31.
You are an Israelite. Now that you know what sin is according to the Bible, there's a law that you're in the midst of breaking. That puts you in the midst of sin, right? Let's show him now. He's wearing something.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
So this scripture is listing the hierarchy of things, the order of how it should be. In society, there's like they show you that what? The man and woman are equal in a relationship, right? That's not according to God. What it is, you have God, you have Christ, you have man, and then you have woman, and then the kids. That's how the structure is according to God. You with me so far? Now, who's your head? Who's above you? Okay. Now, when you get 20, 21, you're living on your own, who's above you? Christ. Now, let's assume that Christ is your head. You're a man. You're living on your own. Let me show you something.
Every man praying or prophesying.
Every man that is praying or prophesying. What is this book? This book is a book of prophecy, right? It shows you things to come that haven't happened yet, right? Yeah, let me get this last scripture, then you're straight. Read on.
Having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So now, if the Bible is being read, as men, we can't have what on our heads? We can't have hats.
That's right.
There you go. That right there is a sign of repentance.
That's right.
Let's get the Acts 3:19 for the brother. But this is the last scripture, then you can go on your way, okay? Because we out here to show our people, not only that you are an Israelite, but you have to keep the commandments. If you don't keep the commandments, you are in sin. If you are in the midst of sin, do you think you're going to get the kingdom? No, you can't. Get that.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation